Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining Create with Dee. I'm Dee Slater, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my Wednesday Lives, where I'm streaming both on Facebook and YouTube. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and if there's anything in this class that you like, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, a heart, comment, etc. Commenting during the live, sometimes it's difficult for me to come back and respond to the questions that you might have on it. So if you don't hear back from me during a live question, please do make a comment again after the class and the videos have been recorded, and then the comments stay forever and I can see it at that point. Well, today we've got a lot to talk about because it's May 1st and it's the first day of Stampin' Up's annual catalog launch. And there's so much new product, of course, new in colors, and I just am really all about the in colors. We have such bright, they're not really pastel, but they're kind of in between the pastel and the brights. So a unique set of 5 in colors. So if you like that kind of tones, like basically it's spring and summer tones, I think that you'll really enjoy the in colors, and that's what we're going to look at today at class. If you need a copy of the annual catalog, I'm happy to send you one. It's if you're interested, again, you can reach out to me, with a comment or whatever, and I'll get with you on a private message. It will be $10 but you'll have a $10 coupon when you receive the catalog that you can put towards your first purchase with me. So in essence, it's free, but that $10 does help cover the cost of me mailing it to you. So lots and lots of goodies in here on it. Well, today we're going to be making this really beautiful and cute set of cards using the new In Color Designer Series paper. And so we'll be doing that here in just a little bit. Did want to mention that during the month of May, Stampin' Up! Is having a starter kit special. So for those of you that ever thought about maybe holding your own classes or doing a stamping business, always a great time for that. Or if you are wanting to go ahead and just take advantage of the starter kit, you can do that. Wanted to point out that because they're going to include an additional $82 worth of goodies, you'll get all of these new in color things with it. So for $99 for the starter kit, $207. Great way to start off some crafting stash that you have or a stamping business. So if I can help you answer any questions, reach out for that as well. All right, as people are getting notifications, like I said, I've got a lot kind of to share with you before we get started on the class. I did want to, in case you're not aware of, maybe you're not on my mailing list, my newsletter list, but I offer 3 opportunities a month to actually get card kits in the mail for you. So local card class gals, and like we do a lot of these classes in person. So this is for my non-local customers and possibly followers, but I am doing a monthly craft along, which will be, you can craft along with me at a future live class like today. And so that one I'll share a little bit. I have a monthly club that's called Creative Club that you can start and stop at any time, but that's a monthly club that you'll get private access to a bunch of classes and tutorials on that if you're interested. And then I have a project class or a technique class as well. So all of this information's on my newsletter. So if you haven't already, please sign up for my newsletter, but I got lots to go on that. So just for example, this will be one of the craft alongs that we'll be doing here in a couple of weeks. So you would be getting materials to make 6 of these, to each of these 3 designs here, plus about $20 worth of product that you can use to craft along with me. And this is this month's Creative Club. Again, you get about $20 worth of product. and be making duplicates of this. This features the Country Flowers stamp set. And so lots of different looks that you can have when you craft with me. So anyways, I hope that that's something that you might be interested in. And if I can answer any questions on that. Again, like here's the Creative Club, and then here's Unbound Beauty Craft Along. Okay. All right, so let's get to today's class. We are going to be looking at the new in colors, and I think I've got a really cute card set that you'll really enjoy making. Let me turn the camera around and we'll get started. As always, as you come on, please feel free to say hi. Alrighty, so ahead of time, I've made 3 of the 5 cards that we're going to be making here today. The cards do feature the new 2024-26 in color designer paper. And this is like all of the different samples that we're going to see there. Hi, Valerie. Thanks for saying hi. So what I did is I started out with our in color designer series assorted paper pack, and I picked out 1 of each colors. The new colors are Pretty in Pink. This is a returning color. It's now an in color. Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, and Shy Shamrock. Now, I will tell you with these 2 colors here, sometimes they're super close in tones. Like one's like a little bit darker, the Shy Shamrock. These almost can be interchanged sometimes with the coloring. But anyways, I wanted to let you know there are 2 separate colors on that for the in colors. And those are the colors that are in the designer paper. All right, let's go ahead and put this card together. All right, so we're going to be making these 2 here today. And I'm also featuring, besides the in color designer series paper and the cardstock, and 1 of the inks, I'm also going to be using this Hearts and Hugs bundle. It's such a super cute stamp set. Has these cute characters, which we're not going to use here today, but we are going to make a set of thank you greeting cards. And you might say, like, well, why aren't we using these little characters? And that's because in the die, it has this little flower stem, and you have some flower die cuts as well as heart cutouts. So besides just the cute little characters, I wanted to show how you can also just take those little stem and flower images and make a cute set of cards. Okay, so that's all of the kind of the, what I want to say, that's all the prep information on it. And let's go ahead and we'll put this, put our goodies together. One of the things that you might notice is that I did a full cover on the designer paper, or on the card base, meaning that I don't have any matting on it. I use the designer paper to completely cover the front of the card. So we're starting out with, I'm going to go ahead and do both of these at the same time. So we're starting out with our card bases, and this is our thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5. And scored or folded in half to form our 4.25 by 5.5. I've gone ahead and pre-cut the designer paper to that same measurement, 4.25 by 5.5, because we're going to cover the full front of the card. All right, let's go ahead and we'll take some liquid glue, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Also, with this class, I'm kind of showing you, there's 4 different patterns that we can do with our designer paper on here. So I'll just show you a nice little variety on here. Look at this. So, you know how that as crafters, sometimes we get in like a habit of doing something. And of course, over the years, or even if you're new to card making, that we see all of the matting layers, which adds interest and really a pretty look to our cards. Very traditional. But I think what makes a full coverage card with our designer paper makes it more modern. Again, like you'll see me use many layers on the front, and that's perfectly fine, but that just kind of gives it more of a note card or a modern feel to it. So here's all of the different patterns. There might be front and back, but these are the patterns that are in this year's designer series paper. And what I did is I took one of the 5th colors, and on this stripes, I just turned it in the other orientation, so you actually can get 5 looks out of it. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put this together. This will be a fairly quick class here today. And I think the reason is that not all cards have to be super complicated. And also hubby needs me down at work. Just happened to work out pretty well on that. So ahead of time, like I said, what I did is I've cut out from the Hearts and Hugs dies these cute little flower like stems, perfect for the flowers that come with it, or you can use other flowers, but look, you can make such a cute little scene with it on a card front. We're going to go super again, this is like a quick and easy little note set that we can make. So I'm going to just go ahead and take I die cut these out with our Shy Shamrock. Again, I wanted to mix and match all of the new in colors with this, and I'm just going to lightly squeeze just to get enough of a little bit of a adhesive on it. I could have put this through the die cutting machine with the sticky strip background, or to make it a sticker, but we'll do that. I'll do it on both of them at the same time. Hi, Pam. Pam says it's beautiful in North Carolina. Well, North Carolina is beautiful anyways. That is welcome. I know it's been, I thought it was supposed to be warm out yesterday, so I got all ready to go with the shorts and everything, and I don't think it got much above 65 for most of the day. That's not quite short weather for me when the wind's kind of blowing and everything. Okay, so ahead of time, what I've done, you've seen these circles. I just used Stampin' Up's 2 3/8 inch circle punch and punch those out for the element. And now let's go ahead and we'll get some dimensionals on the back of our circle. I love mass producing elements. Here you can see that I pre-printed something for Easter that says Jackson on it. It's one of my great nephews. And then I didn't space enough for the bunny punch. So yes, I use the other side of things all the time. All right, so we'll get these off. Got about 3 of them. I'm going to position these so that like if we think about here's the halfway point on it, I want it to be in the top half of our card base. So sometimes you hear me say just north of center. That's what I'm doing on that. So this one might be just a little bit lower, but we can kind of see about that. I know it's getting to be short weather. I love it. All right, so I wanted to kind of do tone on tone with this, just to show that like you can take your matching cardstock and make some cute little cards. So what I found is on these flowers that you can use the full dimensionals if you cut those in half, but I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals and use those. And where are my mini dimensionals? well, we'll just go ahead and cut these in half. Oh, there they are. I've got everything all stickified. All right, gonna get my take your pick tool, and on like you saw me about ready to do, you can so cut your regular dimensionals in half, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up, make sure I've got the back side of these, and I'm going to do 3 of our flowers. When there's you can cut 4 of these out at a time. They've got 4 flower dies, so that's nice. One pass and you can get 4 flowers. Or in the same token, you can do the same thing with the hearts. With one pass, with the 2 dies, you can get 4 images out at once. Now, for the hearts, I'm going to show you up here. I did cut the small dimensionals, the mini dimensionals, in half on that. That way, I'm going to pull up just a half a dimensional, and that fits real nicely on the bottom of the heart there. So go ahead and grab another one. Here we go. So I want to do 3 of those as well. And get the back side here going. I was telling my mom yesterday that I think like in October, past October, the plan for me was to not work at our family business anymore, and really concentrate on my dream job of doing my paper crafting full time at this point in my life. I think that has worked out maybe 2 weeks before I'm needed back at the family business for one reason or another on it. But happy to help out. But I just kind of like giggle when I hear the, hey, we could really use your help or coverage here next week. And of course, it's my husband, so I want to make sure that he's supported. All right, so I'm going to go ahead with the take your pick tool. Sometimes it's easier for me to use this with it. Hi, Janice. Janice says she's from Canada. Hi, Devette. Devette sent me a couple of funny things today. Thanks for the chuckles, Devette. So I'm going to put my flowers, and you can see that you can see the dimensional through that. Don't worry, we're going to put a little doodad on top of it. And we'll do this and this. And get my hearts. And did I take the backing off of those? I think I did. And then look how cute a little heart flower. And of course, we can send little love and thanks with heart images. It doesn't have to just be for Valentine's Day or a wedding or some other official love on it. All right, let's do a little bit of stamping. Again, quick little notepads or note cards. On the hearts and hugs, you could send any of, or you can make any of these sentiments and just adjust the length of a banner on it. I wanted to purposely make a set of thank you cards. So here's thanks on it. And I'm going to take the Shy Shamrock ink. And ahead of time with stylish shapes, I use the smallest banner that they have. And see if I can do this pretty straight. Oops. I rocked it right at the last minute. There we go. Side B. Who remembers Vinyl 45 records? And we bought, you know, our favorite top 10 hit, and then, but there was a side B on it, and that's where that terminology comes from. Who remembers little 45 records? Oh my gosh. So fun to go to the record store and get the latest teeny bop record. I'm going to use just one little mini dimensional on here. And we'll get those. I'm doing these two at the same time. And this is just going to go right down here at the bottom. I think these are so sweet. So cute. Alrighty. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bling on here, especially to cover the circles on it. And I get my embellishments here. Stampin' Up! Has 2 in color embellishments this year. They have this one that's the shimmer gems, which is what we're going to use right now. They also have the resin dots. At the moment, at the time of this video, the resin dots are on back order, so I am mixing it up and I'm showing you the shimmer gems on here. Both of them are super cute and pretty. Now here's where we can do a little bit of accent. So I've got the green, purple, and I could do tone on tone, but I'm actually going to go ahead and alternate these colors and kind of just stay with the 2 tones in the center. And once you get some gems, I know sometimes we tend not to use them. I'm starting to be where use them, we've got them. And if you use them up, great. That means that you've got your money's worth out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this. I could mix up the gem. Oh, on here, I think I don't want to put the gems on the heart because it'll cover up too much of it, I think. Oh, Janice says her brother still listens to the turntable. I know, right? You know what? I just was watching something that said vinyl albums are really the in thing for people to be looking for. And it's back. It's just a different sound. All right. Now, remember I mentioned that when you use all of the dies, let me just kind of show what these look like again. So here's where, if you use one pass, and you've got those over here, so you get 4. And then on the flowers, you can do a double one here, and then it's got 2 singles. So with one pass, I did all of the flowers. And so I have these little extra ones left. And so I thought, why not go ahead and let's put it on the inside of the card. See if that'll stay open. I'm just going to put a little dot of the liquid glue. Take the putty end of the take your pick tool just to help grab it. Get this positioned, and then we'll just put a sweet little matching embellishment on the inside of the card. Let that go. And then same thing with our flower. I'll push this up just a little bit. And this can have a little bit of adhesive there depending on what you did. And you know what we're going to do? We are going to grab another gemstone and put it on the inside of the card. And that needed to have that up maybe just a little higher. And there we go. And so you would have, I would recommend getting the assorted pack of in color cardstock too. That way you don't, that way you can always see which one's going to be your favorite one. And if you tend to, let's say, for example, you always are reaching for the petunia pop, then you can get a full pack of the cardstock. But to get started, this would be a great value. You could get the in color designer paper, the in color cardstock, markers, or the, well, here I just use one ink color of the Shy Shamrock, and then whatever little embellishment that that you want to use. Again, I used the Hearts and Hug. But don't you think that's such a pretty little set? Oh, I wanted to show you up close what I did on some of the other ones here. Here I did mix around, and this is with the dot one. It's matte, finish on it. So here I just kind of mixed it up and put a little purple on that one. The Petunia Pop. On the Shy Sham, or this is Summer Splash actually. And I put a little of the Pretty in Pink on that one. Here I did the Peach Pie accent. And this is the Shy Shamrock background on it. And then here I did more of the tone on tones, but you could so mix and match that. You guys always hear me talk about Mom. I'm going to make her a set of these thank you cards. I probably won't use all thank you. I might even just leave them blank for her. That way she can use them for whatever that she wants. I'm going to be using these as my thank you cards for my customers this month that, purchase from me with my online store, place an order with me. So these are some thank you cards that I'll have ready to go. Let me turn the camera around. Hi, Marilyn. So I hope you enjoyed this class and have some ideas, and maybe switch out. If you're like me, you tend to do matting layers on your card front. Maybe this will give you inspiration or maybe an idea to try to do a full coverage on your cards, just for a little different look. And also it's kind of a way of showcasing the new ink colors in case that's something that, normally many of us stampers, the first month of a new catalog, we like to get the ink colors so that we have them throughout the year. And so that might be something that you can do when you get them in. All right. Thank you again for watching, whether you're watching me live or you're watching the replay. I really appreciate it. If there's anything about class here that you'd like, please do leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. I would really appreciate it. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.